Namaste, everyone. I'm Jeni Ji. Thanks for tuning into my channel, and make sure you hit that subscribe button to get weekly content on my channel and subscribe to my podcast because you never know what videos I'm going to be doing at any given time. So now this week, we're going to talk about the cosmic vibes, what you guys can expect, what you could be feeling, what you could be going through every single day this week. And most importantly, how can we truly work through these energies? How can we utilize these energies? And what can we do on our not so good days, and how we can embrace our really good days. Now, this week is a power of love. We have Valentine's Day coming up for those of you who celebrate Valentine's Day. We have the super duper new moon in Aquarius this week. Like, oh my goodness sakes. It's a huge, huge week. We have master number days and so on. So you might be finding as you're tuning into this video on the 10th and 11th. The 10th is a master number day with the new moon in Aquarius. Aquarius energy. Now, new moons can be very, very emotional. It can also be a day where there's many of our animals and people that we know and love that are going to be passing. So I just recently did a video last week about preparing yourself for goodbyes. For those of you who do know me, I lost my dear Bella, my dog Bella, on the 6th of February. She had passed away. From the second she was born, she was suffering. So I helped her and did absolutely everything I humanly possibly can for her. So just to let you know, for those of you who are asking, she is now running free in the spirit world, and I've been in contact with her ancestral energies, with their ascended masters, with her angels, and so on. So I'm not going to talk about it because I'll get really teared. I should be picking up her ashes soon. So I'm not going to go on about that. No, we're not going to talk about that right now. So let's talk about you. This week is all about opening your heart chakra. You're going to feel more compassion. You're going to have more compassion for yourself. And you're also going to be more compassionate towards humanity. There's going to be some days, like even on the 13th, there could be some struggles there as well. Around the 17th as well, you're going to be feeling more compassionate towards humanity, opening up more. You have seen people, and you're going to also experience people from your past coming back. How many of you have already reconnected or heard from people from your past? You know, maybe those soulmates that you've been dreaming of. Really pay attention to your dreams. What has it showing you? Have you been dreaming about someone that you truly care for? How many of you have seen that? How many of you have has visits from people that have passed on? That's going to be coming through even more this week. You might even have messages from your animals, your loved ones, and so on this week, and also your soulmates. This is a week of soul tribes, soul vibes coming through, your soul connections. Some of you could be like, wow, I just had a message of my soulmate. Pay attention to that because you are being shown. Write it down. Let me know what's happening for you guys this week. The power of love can heal. It's very strong. Anything can happen on our planet. We always hold that love within. Cherish those. Be grateful for those who you have shared sacred time with. Be truly grateful and never, ever, ever take life for granted. I knew Bella was only here temporary. I knew that the second I got her, and I give her everything I had every single day, plus more. So really hold on to those people you love, however Know when it's the right time to let them go. If you're ending a relationship, nobody likes endings that are painful. Love is letting them go, setting them free on their journey. I know, Jenny, but I love that person. I don't want to let them go. I understand. When we let something go, when we let someone go, set them free. If they come back, it's meant to be. If not, our journey with them is over. So this could be a very highly emotional week as well, especially with this new moon and the master number day. You could be finding that it's going to be more emotional. It's going to be a very healing day as well. This whole week is going to be very healing. There could be sudden changes as well. Expect the unexpected. A super new moon is called super duper power. So it could be double the power, double the trouble, as I call it. So put your crystals out, get that energy of the moon to really vitalize the energy, really give them more energy. It's not a really good day for surgeries. However, of course, some surgeries happen, and you might even see more passings. New moon days, there's more passings. But we have seen even last week and more every day of more passings. So we're entering, it's like you were showing what you were supposed to let go of. So pay attention to those signs, because what we are struggling with and we're struggling with, if we didn't let that go, the energy with this eclipse that's coming in April would have taken it away, for you. So really, really pay attention to that. You might even be finding that your calves and your ankles are a little bit more sensitive on the 10th as well. Our bodies talk to us differently. This is a huge year for your health. Huge year for your health to want to make those changes. You might even find on the 11th and the 12th, your feet and your toes and your pineal gland might be a lot more sensitive. Maybe get massage your foot and your feet and so on. How many of you guys get pedicures done and so on, foot massages? Maybe soak your feet in some, bath salts and Epsom salts and such like that. Especially for those of you who work long hours on your feet all day long, right? Hairdressers, doctors, medical, like whatever it is, we all, have our different careers and such like that. Whenever your body is talking to you, really pay attention. Because even on the 13th and the 14th, you might be like, oh, my head and my teeth and my tongue is more sensitive. Different areas in our bodies every day talk to us. You might find on the 15th and the 16th, your neck could be like, oh goodness, your vocal cords, it could be a hard day to talk, even more so your throat area. 17th and 18th could bring issues with your stomach, your solar plexus, and your arms and such. Be very careful when you're working out, right? Be very careful, like stretching and stuff. This year, there's a lot more sprains and breakages and accidents and so on. So it doesn't matter if you're an athlete or not, really stretch and be more gentle on yourself. Even I started back doing gentle stretches with yoga. I've got injuries on my body that go back for quite some time now. I'm very grateful I could walk again. I had a really big accident, for those of you who know. So I can't push myself, really, really push myself. I can do things and so on, gently, gently, gently. But when I start feeling certain pain points, I can push myself to a little degree, but you don't want to over push it, because that can set you back even further, which I learned the hard way. I get into that zone, like, yeah, I'm loving this. And then I start hurting and I'm like, just push it through, push it through. And then I'm down for a couple of weeks or a couple of days. So really listen and pay attention to your body, okay? The 11th and the 12th, you could be feeling more empowered. You could be like, I'm going to be really, really deepening myself within. I'm going to be making some more deeper connections with my soul tribe. I'm going to be really speaking my truth to my tribe, soul connections. You've found that you have let go of certain people that you just no longer connect with. You know, it's not that you're saying goodbye forever. It's not like you're saying you're better than them. Absolutely not. We all have our own journey of self-discovery, which I've been talking to you for many, many, many months, and so on and so on. You know, and it's that journey from within. You're going to even want to even start more physical changes that day, right? Your body's going to be squawking to you, as I call it. Really, really pay attention. Really pay attention. Even Bella, she was breaking down, going into a lot more seizures, intense, intense seizures. It increased so quickly, so drastically. Things happened very quickly without talking about it. So now the 13th, you might find that you're going to feel more empowered. You're going to be showcasing more of your gifts and your talents. You know, we're all gifted. We all have abilities and gifted. We're all unique in our own way, right? You have to embrace who you are. You might see maybe you're writing that day and you're like, you know, I'm on this really Zen mode. I'm on this real, you know, I'm just really, really focused on this. Whatever it is you're doing, really pay attention, because we have our own abilities, no matter what it is, right? We've all come down here for many, many reasons. So pay attention to that day, what you're feeling more drawn to. You're going to be feeling more of who you are, more authenticity is coming out, and so on and so on. You have to be you, because if you try to be somebody else, it's not going to work. You know, I've seen many different things. Oh yeah, this is this and this and that. And I'm like, no, that, wow. You know, be yourself. You try to be somebody who you're not and say all of these things, it's going to work against you. Trust me on that. I love authenticity and I pull away. I observe a lot when I'm seeing energies not being authentic. I just won't be a part of it. So you're going to see that even more. And you have seen that, because there's so much more truth being exposed in the world of we've all seen. I mean, we have Valentine's Day. How many of you are selling Valentine's Day on the 14th? How many of you are doing that? Right? Oh, but Jeni, I don't have my partner. When is my soulmate? You can always book a reading with me and I can tell you when you're going to meet your person and why and so on. And is it a twin flame? Is it a soulmate connection? I'll give you all of that information. So the 14th could be emotional for some of us too. Some of us might be like, I don't have my partner. Why not? You could go into victim mortality. Don't do that. We connect and meet people at the right time. You know, you very well could have some blockages as why you haven't met your person yet. Like I'm saying, you could book a reading with me, soulworkwithjeni.com, and I can give you all that information. So the 14th, of course, is a day of love and so on like that. But as I'm saying, it could be very emotional for some. You know, you could be finding you're reviewing your past, even reflect back on your past relationships. What did you learn from that? What did you really, really learn from that? When you tune into your soul, you're going to get those messages coming through. If you tune into your ego, you're not going to be hearing those messages coming through, because you're only going to want to see what you only want to see, right? Maybe do something for yourself, right? Valentine's Day. I mean, I don't have a person. I don't have my person, right? You know, why don't you treat yourself? You might want to buy yourself flowers. You might want to treat yourself to a nice dinner. You might want to say, you know what, I'm going to buy myself that. You don't need to go out and find someone to make you happy. Happiness comes from within first. And how you're going to meet your partner is to love and accept yourself unconditionally first, in order for you to attract someone who's going to love you unconditionally right back. So it's a day where it could be emotional, like I'm saying. Write something down, write what you're hearing on that day is coming through. Because the 17th, by the way, could be a little off. You guys could be like, you know what? There could be a lot of jealousy going on that day with relationships. You know, well, that person is getting married. That person is having a baby. When is it going to be my time? You know, why is that person being more successful than me? Why are they making more money? All of that type of energy, be really careful, because you want to go into the modality of soul. You want to go into the modality of love, and don't be hard on yourself. We all have our good cycles and not so good cycles. And what are you doing to make change? Well, why is that person having this and I don't? Well, what are you doing to work towards it? How many of you have started a vision board? Ask yourself that. Vision boards can be done in many different ways. You can cut out pictures and put it up. You can write things down. Be very, very specific with what you want. Set some boundaries. Make time for you. Block out time for you to work on your projects, whatever it is, because this is a year of a lot of manifesting going on. Things can happen very, very quickly, and you got to be very careful with what you want to manifest. It's a year for you to be very disciplined to you. It's a year about you, you. Life's a balance. You know, we have to have balance for our family and our friends and whatever it is, but you have to take time out for you. You're going to see a lot of humanity opening up their hearts. A lot of unconditional love is going on in the world. We are sitting back and watching the world fall apart. We are also sitting back and seeing how the world is awakening. Where do you want to be? Do you want to stay in the modality of fear and watch the negativity? Or do you want to stay in the modality of love from within your soul and live your life in a more peaceful way? Distance away from all of that negative energies, distance away from that. How many of you have felt good? You turned on the news, your day is shattered. All of your dreams are gone because you are staying in the modality of fear. Don't move here, Jeni. There's going to be a huge earthquake. You're going to sink. Don't move there, Jeni. The volcano is going to explode. Don't move there, Jeni. This and that. Like, enough of that bullshit, right? You have to live your life how you see it is right for you. It's your journey, not anybody else's journey. You know, if I move somebody and there's a big somewhere and there's a big earthquake, so be it. I'm God. C'est la vie. But you know what? I will come back and haunt you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I've already told some people that whenever it's my time to pass, you're going to know there's a message for me when I do this or whenever I say that. Right? I'm just saying, right? Like we have to be smart about it. We have to be realistic. I'm somebody that walks into the unknown and takes risks, and that's it. And I surrender. That's just me. You have to go on your own comfort zone yourself. And you have to start loving yourself within the power of love. Doesn't matter what anybody does. Love comes from within the heart. Place your hand on your heart. What are you feeling? Take a deep breath. What are you truly feeling? That's you. What is your purpose? Why are you here? When you let someone go, that's love. I had to let Bella go. I had to let her go because I love her. She was suffering. She was in an immense amount of pain. That was love from my heart. That what was holding me back because I didn't want to let her go. However, when you love someone, you have to set them free. So really, really do some reflection within. You can't force a relationship. You cannot force someone to fall in love with you. Yeah, but Jeni, I want them. I understand. Are you going to force them to love you? I've had people say, Jeni, how do I put a spell on that person to fall in love with me? Are you seriously kidding me? Why would you do that? Like, seriously, you guys, seriously. The only thing you have any control over on this whole entire planet is you, yourself. Nothing else. Nothing else. If you're supposed to truly connect with this person and that person, it will naturally happen. Keep your heart open. What are you looking for? What qualities are you looking for? Right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This is a week the heart's going to start expanding in many, many, many ways. A lot of unconditional love is coming. So let me check in with the cards and see what the cards has to say, what message from the universe. And whenever you guys use cards, make sure you clear it 3 times on wood. I don't use cards myself. I'm a clairvoyant psychic medium. So I read into your level of consciousness and so on to see where you're at. So let us ask a question here. I got different decks here I was really pulled and drawn to. Let us ask. Boy, let me see. Okay, let's pull this one first here. So what is the message from our animal kingdom? What is the message from our animal kingdom? Take a look at the energy of animals. What does dog stand for? What does it stand for? Spell it backwards. Dog, G-O-D, God. Unconditional love. What's the energy and the message from December 10th to the 17th? You're also going to start understanding this week, by the way, why things happened. When you reflect back, go back to December 2023, what was happening then? You're going to start to see and understand a little bit more this week of these events, especially where you are, what was happening then. So there's going to be some sudden changes. Also reflect back into February 2023 or 2023. Where are you now? What were you planning back then? What was going on? Where are you now? It's going to be some plot twists. You're going to be deepening your connections with your soul tribe and your soul connections. You're really going to start to see who your people are. You're going to feel it. It's like when somebody says, I love you, you're going to feel that, or you're going to be like, I didn't feel that. They might have said that. I didn't feel it. You're going to feel it. You're just going to know, right? Energy is energy. Energy doesn't lie. I've had different people with messages and I don't feel the energy. I don't feel that authenticity. I know when somebody's speaking truth. Oh yeah, Jenny, this is the message I heard. No, it's not. You're just saying that. Let's ask our animal kingdom, February 10th to the 17th. February 10th to the 17th. What is the message from our animal kingdom? February 10th to the 17th. What's the message? Frog. Purification. Clear out the clutter. Clearing out the clutter is clearing out what you no longer need. If it's cluttering in the mind, if it's cluttering within your environment, cleaning out the clutter from within. You're going to be clearing out energies that you no longer resonate with. You're going to be walking away from certain situations, and you're going to be expanding and opening up your heart to expand more love frequency into the world, because you're walking away from the clutter from within. Clutter from within is ego. You want to stay heart-based. Heart-based is the key. So let's talk about some love vibes going on for Valentine's Day and this week being unconditional love. What is the message from the 10th to the 17th from the Universal Love Department, as I call it? How many of you guys, what do you guys do for Valentine's Day? Seriously. Some people forget about it. I forget actually about Valentine's Day. I used to buy Bella things on Valentine's Day, but this year I can't, obviously. February 10th to the 17th. Heart-to-heart conversations. Wow. How true is that? When you're having true, authentic heart-to-heart conversations, you're honestly discussing your feelings with each other. And heart-to-heart conversations can be with anybody. Soul tribe, soulmate. Soulmates can be with a friend. It can be with an animal. Like my Bella was my everything. She was my everything. She was my soulmate, my little dog Bella. So soulmates can be with a friend. Soulmate can be with a family member. Soulmate can be with anybody that you truly connect with, a heart-to-heart, soul-to-soul, authentic connection. You're going to know your tribe. when you don't have to walk with eggshells, right? When you can be yourself, when your energy feels truly calm to be around them and to talk to them. You know, some people are like, wow, I can't even be myself. I'm too scared to tell my partner this, or I'm too scared to tell this person that. Why? Well, they might not like me. That's not your tribe. Your tribe is where you feel comfortable with someone, where they accept you unconditionally. Judgment is the number one rule of the universe. Do not ever judge anyone. You truly, truly don't know what they're going through. You really don't. There's a lot of people out there that are hurting. And, you know, when somebody goes through a trauma and a situation, it stays stuck in their nervous system, right? And it can create a lot of energies of staying stuck in your trauma in your spine. So even do some yoga, right? Gentle spine stretches, gentle, you know, yoga stretches to really let go of that and so on. There's many different ways, right? So let's pull another card here. What is the message from the 10th to the 17th? What is the message from the 10th to the 17th? The message from the 10th to the 17th. What cards? No, two cards came out. What is the message from the 10th to the 17th of February from the spirit world? What card is this? Kind-hearted. Wow. Of course, show affection, show compassion, show unconditional love. This is the power of love. When was the last time you guys looked into the mirror and told yourself, I love you? When was the last time you did that? Don't judge yourself. If you're not happy with certain things, you can start making changes. Start writing down, you know, that's like a vision board. Start writing down what you'd like to change. Well, I don't like my hair color, Jenny. Change it. I don't like my job. Change it. I don't like, change it. But it's too hard. Change it. Start writing it down and show love and compassion. Now, I was telling somebody the other day, actually, you know, who's going through a lot, you know, I said, one of the great ways, there's many, many ways to do it, but I said, when was the last time you hugged a tree? Trees have their own heartbeat. Look at this color, it's green. Green is the heart chakra. Green is also for healing. How many of you, you know, get out and go for nature walks, right? You know, like if it's going by water, by lakes, if it's going for a walk in Mother Nature, if you want to clear your head, going to the mall with all these busy sounds and people and such like that, that's not going to clear your head. When you sit in silence, like I chant every day, I get messages coming through all the time. All the time. And as I'm actually doing this right now, I'm actually getting a message from Bella coming through. She'd always be with me when I was doing my videos, right beside me. So let's pull a card. Make sure under this new moon as well, you guys, you know, who wear crystals, put them by a window ledge or go outside and put them under the moon energy. It's very, very powerful because it's a super, super duper moon, right? Your sleep could also be off as well, right? Could be very, very emotional. And it's also very healing, very healing. You might find that, you know, you might want to drink a lot more water during the super new moon and such like that, right? Releasing and letting go. So what is the message from our kingdom of crystals from the 10th to the 17th? It's a message from our crystal world from the 10th to the 17th. What is the message from our crystal worlds? My crystals are all packed, by the way. What is, didn't feel that. What's the message from our crystal world, the 10th and the 17th? It's a message from our crystal world, from the land of our crystals. Crystal world. message from our crystal world. Okay. So, okay, spirit world, crystal world, crystal world. Okay. So now the interesting, wow, crystal that fell out is Smithsonite. Look at this green. Green is the heart chakra. Green is healing, unconditional love. You're going to be healing this week as well. It's been a lot of goodbyes. My last video was this is a week of goodbyes. How many of you had lost a loved one or an animal or, had to say goodbye to someone, if it's a relationship or whatever? Let me know. I love chatting with you guys. Let me know what's going on. So make sure that whenever you're, getting crystals and such like that, gravitate towards what you're really pulled towards. What do you really pull towards? The Infinity Eight. The Infinity Eight, I'm keeping on hearing for someone as well, by the way. So I'm getting messages coming through, you guys. So on that note, let me know what and how your week has been, what you're doing. Let me know what's going on. Who do you love? How is your Valentine's Day? What is love to you? Who did you have to say goodbye to? Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the little red button down there in the corner. Open your heart. Embrace love within. Embrace love and compassion towards others. Namaste.